Hey guys, I just thought I'd try a video today. I'm working on a few things, but I thought I would jump on and have a little chit chat about what we're doing. It's another deep freeze here, 40 below wind chill. So you know where I am, right in my sewing room. A few things I'm working on. I've got some lash pillows. A place that I'm supplying some sewing items to. They sugar and do lashes in a little spa. So I do lash pillow covers for them, and I am doing some decals on the side pillow. And I just come up with these today. So I use them as a like a template, and I'll paint and then peel that off, and then the paint colors will be left behind. And then something else, business cards. I'm always making business cards because you guys have seen the previous ones where I use scraps of fabric. So that alone is a project on itself, keeping up with all these. So I'm constantly making fabric out of scraps. So these ones I haven't sewn together yet. So I'll take a bigger piece of fabric, probably like 6 inches wide by 12 inches long, and I'll place all my fabric on them and then free motion quilt it on. So it's not a straight stitch, it's just me going all over the place with thread, which it works. It makes it kind of easy, and then I'm not quilt piecing every little piece together. That's what I do. What else am I up to today? I finally got a curtain rod in here. It's so sunny. Like, I shouldn't complain about it being so bright in my sewing room, but it's like startling how bright it is. So I finally got a curtain rod, and now I'm gonna have to make some curtains. So another great use for scraps. I've already got some cut out to start I'm gonna like quilt piece it together. So I've got all these pieces that I'm gonna use for that. So, and it's gonna be very, very scrappy. So that will make me happy. Another use for them. What else is going on today? Oh, I found a pattern of something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Let me just grab it here. They are called Mr. and Mrs. Squirrels. So I'm always teased in my house for having a squirrel brain because I'm always jumping from one project to the other. So I thought, well, what a fun thing to have is these scrappy squirrels that I can obviously use my scraps on and make them into little pin cushions or whatever, and put them on my website for sale. So that's something that I'm going to be working on, is having these little stuffies, which, again, stuffies, you know how I like to save all my little bits for stuffing. Well, yeah, so bits of fabric and stuff it with bits of materials. So there's another good way of dealing with some scraps, and it's so cute. I can't wait to have them all over my workspace. So that's another thing. Like I said, it's always a squirrel situation here. I'm always jumping around doing different stuff, and I think that's why I like doing this, is because it's not the same thing day after day. Like when I was in the whole fiasco of making face masks, oh my gosh. I do not like sewing this same thing over and over and over again. I'm sure there's lots of people out there like that. I can't stand it. It's so mundane to do the same project over and over and over again. So I'm so done with them. I think everybody is. But anyways, I think that's why I'm really squirrely lately, is because I just want to do different stuff. So that's why I'm working with my Cricut a little bit more. I haven't been using it a whole lot because it's another learning curve that I just never had time for. So, like these decals that I'm stencils. That's the word I'm looking for. Stencils. Yeah. So that's a whole avenue that I wanted to try, but I just never had time to learn my Cricut. So, anyways, if you have any suggestions of tutorials to go take a look at to learn how to use it, I would appreciate it if you commented that below so I can take a look and learn it a little bit better. I keep getting lost in YouTube tutorials about it, and I'm like, well, I didn't want to learn that, and then I get looking at a different one. Anyways, if you have one that's just a straightforward learn how to do it kind of deal, love to know about it. What else? I think that's about it. We've been kind of busy. We've been cooking a lot of different stuff and trying to use up our freezer supplies in different ways. We just get sick of the same old hams and roasts and all that stuff. So Evan gets quite creative with that. He's been making a whole bunch of different kinds of stuff, like sausages and deli meat kind of stuff, and pizza toppings, and we've been having lots of homemade pizzas lately, which is quick and easy and different than just having a ham roast or a roast beef or whatever. And other than that, we've just been trying to enjoy our winter and keep warm and all that stuff. So anyways, I'm probably gonna have another tutorial up soon about making that squirrel. I think it looks like I don't know, I've always made my own pattern, so following one isn't, it's gonna be different, but I'll do a tutorial, and if I can do it, then you know it's pretty easy, and I will share the pattern then with you guys, and you can see where I downloaded it from, because like I said, I didn't make this pattern. I just found it and thought, well, that looks like something I could do, so we'll make it together. So anyways, I have another quilt on my frame upstairs. My frame does not fit in my sewing room. My dad made my quilt frame, and I asked him to make it big enough so I could put a king-size quilt on there. So it is the size of a king-size quilt, so it's huge, which I love because it doesn't limit me to what I can quilt. And I'm hand stitching all of that, so that's peaceful and relaxing, and it's set up in front of my big bay window, so that's fun just to sit there and look at what's happening in the yard. We got a new puppy, so she's always out there playing, and that's cute. And yeah, I don't have much more to say than that. Like I said, it's February 2nd, and I feel like I just needed to get on here and post another video because I haven't done that in a few days. We went to the Freedom Convoy that was happening in our local town in Lloydminster, and I have some more video footage of that one. It was so exciting to see the turnout there, and I had to go back up to Lloyd after that to grab a few things, because obviously we couldn't swing into all the places I needed to go with the semi, so we went back up later. And everywhere that there was people out protesting and having their signs and stuff, it was out in front of like the cop shop in Lloyd, the provincial building, whatever. It was like a full block long of people, and there was no garbage. There was footprints in the snow, and that was it. That was all that was left behind, and I couldn't have been prouder to see that. That's what it's all about. It's not about leaving garbage and disgracing the situation. It was a a wonderful thing to see, and I'm very proud of everybody that went there and participated. So I'm going to leave it at that, and like I said, I'll be back with that squirrel tutorial. I just need to get some video and get it rolling. I've already got the pattern cut and ready to go and pick my scraps, and or as I always say, they pick me, because I just pull them out of a bag and use them. So yep, that's it. I will let you go. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.